Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings Be a GM mode, and we're going to go into our second trade deadline of this GM mode. The first trade deadline, we didn't do anything. If I recall, we didn't do anything, but this trade deadline, we're probably not going to do anything as well. I was reading over the comments, and basically the gist of everything was, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. I firmly believe that. Yes, the third line needs some work, needs some tinkering, but where we are now, I mean, in the position that we're in the standings, we're definitely going to be a playoff team. So let's try to win the majority of the games that we can, and then we will move on into the playoffs. Hopefully get home ice advantage. Jimmy Howard is playing on a whole nother level right now. I'm not going to worry about the draft. I'm not going to worry about scouting or next year. I'm focused on right now. So we're going to hop into the trade deadline here. I'm going to entertain offers like always, but I'm not going to make any moves. I mean, if there's any moves, we got one offer here from the St. Louis Blues. Let me guess. It's going to be for Barrett Jackman. It's going to be for Barrett Jackman. Did I call it? There it is. I called it. A first and Ferk. Get that shit out of here. I do not think so. Not going to happen. Scott Gomez was placed on waivers and picked up by the Rangers. That is so funny because the Rangers gave him that crazy contract, and oh wow, what a terrible move. What a terrible move. Phoenix acquired Mike Ribeiro and Scott Gomez, and they went ahead and put him on waivers. A first, a prospect, I guess, and a second round pick for pretty much Mike Ribeiro, which is crazy. A first and David Musil for Francois Beauchemin, Kopecky, and those are all the deals that we're caught up with already. I do not want Barrett Jackman. St. Louis, get your shit out of here. A first and Wickstrand. What makes you think Barrett Jackman is even worth a first round pick? Like, come on, open up your eyes a little bit here. Lyndon Vey, actually, no, that's nothing. Where there's actually no other move. Oh yeah, Chris Neal and Andrew Cazanetti. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Again, with my terrible name pronouncing. For Scott Hannon, so another little minor deal there. 2 hours left. Probably going to be St. Louis once again. Ooh, Tyler Biggs went to St. Louis. Ooh, wow, that's actually a huge trade. There we go. So the Leafs, they finally, or I guess the Blues actually, they got rid of Barrett Jackman for Tyler Biggs, Brian Elliott, and Matt Rupert. That's actually a pretty good deal for Barrett Jackman. I feel like St. Louis got the better end of the deal there for sure. I'm going to quickly go ahead and check what players are being given away. Maybe there's a cheap prospect we can pick up. Again, I'm not looking for anybody for the NHL roster. This is strictly for people for the AHL. I want people with high potential and with really low trade value. See, we go get a player like Brendan Morrow right now. This actually might be not a bad move. Brendan Morrow, he's really good playoff performer, almost at 1,000 games. He's only got a one year left at 2.29. He could be great for the fourth line. He could be really, really good for the fourth line. And we could give up... here, let's see who we have. I want to give up some fourth liners. We could give up Abdicator. No, Abdicator's playing on the third line, but Abdicator's a player who I don't really want to get rid of. He's doing his thing on the fourth line. Who's our right winger on the fourth line? I should know this. This is really bad. Not Garrison. It's Anderson, this guy. Jay Anderson. We want to give Anderson up. He's 26 years old, 78 overall. Not really gonna be anything. It's actually listed as a centerman. Would Anderson for Morrow go? It would probably go through. It's a little bit more. I would want to make this move go through because Brendan Morrow is really good for the playoffs. He's a player. He's a rent-a player for sure. Definitely a rent-a player. His best years are definitely behind him. And this Joachim Anderson guy, he's 26. He's a 78 overall. He may get to be like an 80. But we have players coming up, and I really actually want to get Brendan Morrow. How old is he? He's 39, I believe. 36. We're still actually relatively young. We could definitely re-sign him for next year. I know I said I didn't want to make any moves, but I do want to get players playing their correct position. Anderson, yeah, you can go to St. Louis. You're gonna have to add a pick though. I'll add a fifth. I'll add 2 fifths, and I think that'll go through. Anderson and 2 fifths for a playoff performer here in Brendan Morrow. Is it gonna go through? Ooh, sweet, just a touch. Really, St. Louis, you're gonna be stingy like that? that. All right, let me make this trade go through. All right, so I'm going to add a 4th, and a 5th, and a 6th round pick for Brendan Morrow. This will probably go through. There we go. So we got Brendan Morrow. I'm actually happy about that. I was actually thinking about if I was going to make a move, it was going to be for a 4th liner, a playoff performer. I'm actually really glad that we got Brendan Morrow. So welcome to Detroit, Brendan Morrow. I actually really like that move. I wanted to strengthen our 4th line a little bit, and now it's going to be Brendan Morrow, Chris Kelly, and Justin Abelkader. So I actually really like that 4th line. You could definitely say Morrow is a much better player than Joachim Andersen. I believe Morrow was a left winger. I was right there. Not the best discipline. Physical category is really good. His shot's decent, can chip in here and there. I feel like we're definitely improved now on our 4th line. Is he a right winger? Oh, he's a left winger. It doesn't really matter though. Yeah, I like the 4th line definitely for sure. So let's get some simulation done here. There's no people on waivers, it looks like. Yeah, nobody on waivers. So let's just get the rest of the year done, and we'll hop into the playoffs. Only got about 18, 20 games left. If we can hit like 55 wins, I would be just awesome. Gordy Yzerman, 25 goals. If he hits the 35 goal plateau, I will be a happy guy. 35, 40 goals, maybe 35 is a bit much. We'd actually lose 3-1 there. We've lost back-to-back games. No, we're not looking like my trade was a good idea here if we keep on losing games. Big game against Tampa Bay, and we're going to pull another loss. No. Should I have left things the way it was? We beat a really good team there in the Bruins, and a decent record with Ottawa, and we're going to get some more victories. There we go. Yzerman, 27 goals, but I feel like 35 goals might be a little bit much for Gordy Yzerman. Maybe 30 goals. If he hits that, I'll be happy. 45, 21, and 3. Not a bad record whatsoever. Scout assignment. I'm not going to worry too much about the scout. I'm really interested in that goalie, though. I'm pretty sure we scouted him the best that we can. Where is he? Swiss? Where is he? Extra League? Is he Dell? He's Dell. Yeah, we've already scouted him the best that we can. He's the only player who I'm actually interested in, so let's just get him done there. I was actually slowest in this game against the Islanders because we got the matchup of Datsuk and John Tavares. 5-2 win there. That's what I like to see. Yzerman still hitting 27 goals. Can Tavares get 50 helpers in this game? Yeah, he does. We win 7-2. Oh boy, I picked a right game there for Tavares to pick up some points. 7-2. What a victory! Let's go. First period against Datsuk and the Islanders, 2-0. Thomas Yurko and Vladimir Tarasenko. Second period, 2-1. Cal Buttercup. Gustafsson got the start here. Ooh, Tom Gilbert on the power play gets one. Really decent game. Really even game with the shots, 31-28, 5 minutes left. Hey, Yurko gets 2 goals and the game winner. Hamilton with the empty netter. Yurko coming through on Yaroslav Halak, beating him twice. He actually scored a couple times on Halak. I remember that from a couple videos ago, actually. He got 11 goals. And speaking of Vladimir Tarasenko, he had a big goal in that game, but you guys are telling me to hold on to him. There's people who are telling me, yo, get rid of him, blah, 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 and people were saying, yo, like, chill, wait a minute. He gets really good. I've had him at like a 90 overall, so if he can get to be like an 87, 88 overall sniper, I will be so happy with that. I will be stoked if he even gets to that. I'm hoping he gets to like an 86 and caps off there, but I mean 86 is my minimum for Vladimir Tarasenko. I'm going to give it till he's like 25, and then if he's not progressing, I'll go ahead and trade him because his trade value is actually pretty decent. But you guys are liking the moves that I've made. We're going to be 50 wins, a 50-win team after this game, 50 wins, 5-0. Oh, we lose. Yzerman, hit 30 goals, buddy. Come on, hit 30. Against Buffalo, got a really good record. Oh, we won 1-0. Jimmy Howard with another shutout. The guy is just, oh my God, he's playing on a whole nother level right now. It is ridiculous. 2 games here. I want Yzerman to hit 30 goals. He's got to score his 30th goal this game. It's a must. It's happening right now. Here we go. Let's go. 30? Oh, we got shut out. Come on. Against the Habs. Come on. Let's go. 30 goals, buddy. That's what I want to see. 3-0. Oh my goodness, we're losing games here. We did hit the 50-win plateau, so I'm happy. I am definitely happy. The last 3 games of the regular season here, not a 30-goal scorer on the squad quite yet. If Yzerman doesn't hit 30 goals, come on. All right, we win there. Still no goal for Yzerman. Come on, buddy. Hit 30 goals. I know I said 35, but just hit 30. That's all I want. There we go. We lose 6-5, but he got the 30th goal. That's what I like to see. 50. I want to see 52, 26, and 4. Let's slow sim this game. The last game of the regular season. Last game of year number 2. First period, 1-1, Barkov and Jamie Benn. I'll talk about Jamie Benn in a minute here, but second period, 1-1. All right, very defensive game here. Let's blow it up. Let's light him up, guys. There you go. Chris Kelly, fourth liner on Roberto Luongo. I like it. 3, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris Kelly gets the game-winning goal. Good job, buddy. We ended off with a 2-1 victory. 52 wins in the regular season. That is great. That is good stuff. So who are we going to face in the playoffs? This is going to be a whole new experience because we were in the West last time. We're in the East now. We're playing totally different teams. Totally different teams. We had the Calgary. We had the Phoenix. We had all of those teams that we faced year after year after year. Ooh, Buffalo against the Buffalo Sabres. This is a new team. All right. I knew you had potential, and here you are, a veteran GM. I've been excited to watch you progress in your career over the past 82 weeks. I am looking for bigger and better things out of you before you become a star GM in this league. Well, thank you. Back in October when I told you I was expecting 46 wins, I wouldn't have guessed you would have pulled off 52. That is amazing work, and you've really raised the profile of the Detroit Red Wings this year. Great job. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we up against the Buffalo Sabres here in round number 1. This is going to be a great series, guys. This is going to be really good. They had a pretty good record. We do have home ice advantage, which is very, very nice. One thing I'm going to check before I check everybody else's stats, I want to check the progression reports. Who's getting better here? Nobody still? Okay, so Dougie Hamilton's at 84 now. He's progressing wonderfully. Oh my god, oh my goodness, he's going to be something special. He is going to be awesome. Morrow, Miller, Garrison, all these guys. Dougie Hamilton still the only one. Ben still at 89. No one else is progressing whatsoever. Cunha, they're all still the exact same. Goalies, nobody. NHL goalies, no one progressed really. Yeah, no one progressed in our goaltending category. So Dougie Hamilton just slowly but surely becoming a star defenseman for our team. He is going to be sick. He is going to be so good. All right, we finished 4th in the NHL overall standings. I want to check goals here. Goals for, we finished number 7, so it's not terrible. Goals for per game, we're number 7. Goals against, we're number 1. Jimmy Howard is the reason. Oh man, Jimmy Howard has played unreal this year. We're number 1 in goals against per game. Power play goals, we're 11th. Power play percentage, we're not very good. Power play has been hurting all year. I've tried to adjust it, but nothing's really been working out. PK's doing all right, 83%. We're killed it at home, 31-10. And yeah, a great year for the Detroit Red Wings. A wonderful year, a fantastic year. Very, very happy with the way that things turned out. So, individual stats now. Pretty sure Tavares was a point-a-game player. Oh, 80. He had 80 points. Almost a point-a-game player. Breaks his streak. 80 points. Can't ask for anything more from him. Wonderful. Eiserman had 62. So, yeah, he had a better year than last year. Hit the 30-goal plateau. I'm happy about that. Huberdeau with 61 points. 43 apples, though. Him and Tarasenko just look like they're working magic together. 54 points for Jamie Benn. I'd like it to be around the 65 to 70 range, but he did have 28 goals. Definitely made his he definitely stepped up his assist game for sure, so I'm not too worried about that for Jamie Benn. 54 points isn't great, but yeah, well, it's all right. Vladimir Tarasenko had 52 points. That's wonderful. That's fantastic. The Goose had 45 points, not bad. Wow, Dougie Hamilton had 40 points. That is awesome. Cromwell had 34, only 3 goals though. Del Zotto had 30 points. Garrison had 23 points on playing on the third line defenseman. That's awesome. Sheahan had 15. Yurko had 12 goals but 15 points. Helm 15 points. Morrow had 15 points. Kelly had 11. Can someone actually go back in the video and see how many points Morrow had on our team? I actually don't know how many he had coming over. If someone could tell me in the comments, that would be awesome. Plus 30 for Gordy Yzerman, though. I'm really excited to see the goalies here. Oh, man, 1.98 goals against average. Ew, that's just gross. That's nasty. 13 shutouts. Oh, my goodness, that is craziness. That is crazy. Let's check the whole NHL here. Probably could have went the other way to make it go a little bit quicker, but I'm a dumbass. Goals, who's going to win the Rocket Richard? Jonathan Toews, 95 overall. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Hossa and Toews for the Art Ross, and then Kane, Drew Kane, Nuge, Cody Hodgson, had 82 points. Tavares is number 7 in scoring. He had 1 more point than Datsuk. That is what I like to see. And he was a plus 28, and Datsuk was only a plus 4, but he had 1 more point than him. That's what I like to see. Last year he had 83. How many did Datsuk have? He had 83. So out of the 2 years, Tavares has 1 more point than Pavel Datsuk. That's kind of cool. Cool, that works out. Eberle, Patrick Sharp, Kucherov. You guys were telling me to go after Kucherov. Not going to happen. Yes, he's a stud. Unreal. Going to be a stud player, but I'm not going to get anyone I had in the Anaheim GM mode. I am going to get players that I had, but no players like Kucherov, Stamkos, all of those guys. Rookie goalies, any standout goalies? Scott Wedgwood, Jake Allen, no one really crazy. 52 overall, and you played 26 games. Wow, Washington, you must be hurting for goaltenders there. Rookie skaters, who's going to win the Calder? Barkov, 46 points. Granlund, Marcus Granlund, not the other one. Marcus Granlund plays for Calgary. He had 45 points. Vatanen, Vatanen, love this guy. Love Sammy Vatanen, he's so good. Martin, Drew LeBlanc, Danny Cristo, all of these guys. Who's number 1 goalie? Pretty sure Jimmy Howard is going to win the Vezina this year. Guy played outstanding. 13 shutouts. Yeah, he played absolutely unreal. So we're going to hop into the playoffs here, guys, against the Buffalo Sabres. Let me go ahead and turn on the injuries before I forget. And then we actually got to do our medical staff, because I really don't want to get screwed over with the injuries once again, because you guys know how bad the injuries fucked us over in Anaheim. We got just destroyed. Stamkos was injured all the time, and oh man, it was not fun. It was not fun at all. So medical staff, let's go up a lot. That's actually all I can do. Medical staff. So I'll see you guys in round number 1 against the Buffalo Sabres. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in round number 1.